Hey, are we on? Is this thing on? I did a little flower reading earlier. I thought it would be interesting to do that here, along with some tarot and just general energy check. So should we go? These are little hyacinth flowers. All dried up. Hey, thanks for joining. Good to see you. So yeah, I've put this out here. From the earlier one, I'll tell you what I saw. I wrote them down. So I got an image of a woman with two big, a bit like this actually, but big hair buns, but more like on top of their head. Like big hair buns. And I don't know what that was about. She's kind of regal, queenly. And then we've got, someone's getting a really cool tattoo. I don't know who that is. We've got a gateway opening, crossroads, options in love. What else did I write down? I can't read my own writing. I've got graphesthesia. I can read, but I can't write. We'll have to go back to that. So I really wanted to talk about it as well. It says superficiality, design of vaginas. Oh fuck. Okay, so we're gonna basically go like that. When it feels right, I'm gonna let it go. And what do I see? I say splintering off from the group. It's almost a pentagram forming, like in the centre of this drawing of the Ouija board here. If you squint your eyes up, it's literally like 2 points. This is crazy. It's like created a pentacle, because a pentagram has a circle around it. Or the other way around, I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong. But like this splintering particles coming out of it. It's like splintering. And what I get from that is just like breaking off, not sheeple, let's put it that way. Breaking off from the structured pattern that has always been. And I'm seeing like, these ones are red as well. Look, these are the red ones that are splintering off from the blue ones. That's really strange, right? Excuse me. Oh my God, what a big sneeze that was. There's something about sneezing, the little death. Okay. It's 100th of an orgasm. It's a release is what it is. So that could mean anything regarding letting go of what does not serve you. I'd like to put these back in here and give them another little shake around. Right, I'm clearly seeing a man with a beard smoking like a fat pipe or a blunt here. Is like good looking guy with a beard from the side like that, smoking. He could be trumpeting or playing a pipe, not just smoking one. I've got earth element and air element here really strongly. I feel like you're going to be using wind dragons to blow off the energies that don't serve you at the moment. I feel like someone's been spending a lot of time in reality and not so much time on their mental diet. And I don't know why I'm intuitively doing this right now. I'm just forming like a diamond shape, like in the centre out of them, with a rainbow around the edge. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, that's about elements. That's about creating sacred geometry, creating balance for yourself. I don't usually do that sort of thing, so it was just a quick extra thing I thought I'd do. So, I don't know if that made any sense to any of you. Who's that guy with the beard? Maybe he's the one getting the cool tattoo. So anyway, yeah, I did want to talk about superficiality and designer vaginas. mutilation in lieu of love, mutilation in the name of false love, mutilation, inauthenticity, women consenting to have themselves mutilated, to have a designer vagina. There are do you know how many sensory little bits there are in the labia that they have chopped off? And what's the difference between that and like genital mutilation without consent? Because these people aren't consenting. They've become puppets to the system. They've been watching the media and they've become puppets to the system. So what's come flying out here? The sun, the hanged man, the broken heart, which is healing, and the star. While I was talking about that, they're like, don't become a fucking puppet to the system. Oh God, did I show the sun? Right, I posted this on YouTube afterwards, and it's got these two kids on it. My YouTube might not show it now. So anyway, the sun. It's the happiest card in the deck. It does show these guys like, there's two little kids here, in their birthday suits, and that's why I can't show it, because the algorithm will think it's a photograph. It's a drawing from the 15th century, 14th century. I don't know. We've got the sunflowers here, and the sun, his face is beaming down on them. They're here. They're fighting over this pole. We had this yesterday. Red rag to a bull. Why are they fighting over the red rag? They're agitated by the red rag. The sun gets evil agitated. Not necessarily. I'm actually feeling like it is quite happy, positive energy here. And I want to say some basic stuff now. Please forgive me. Get into nature. Enjoy the colours, especially yellow. Get into the colour yellow and get into nature at the moment. And the hangman also has like bright yellow around him. He's magnetised with his own illumination. He's become illuminated on this earth, which is all we can do, by the way. Trying to get off the mortal coil may be a futile task to set yourself, because we can take the controllers and take charge of the free will in our reality and decide, but we've just learnt that, you know. Have we learnt enough? Ow, I just bashed my elbow. Have we learnt enough in this lifetime? Have we learnt enough in this lifetime to get off the mortal coil? You're just here for your love readings, aren't you? There's other people for that. I say whatever comes out. And sometimes I do get distracted and don't finish a sentence, and I wish I'd said more in the last video, because I'm like, I've got 10 thoughts going on at once. The hanged man is illuminated because he's become illuminated here on earth. He's got little yellow slippers on. Yellow is the most positive colour, and it means happiness and positivity. So get out in the sun, enjoy the yellow flowers. There's buttercups right now covering the field. It's so beautiful. Go and check it out yourself. Everyone's got some sort of greenery near them. And if you don't, then go somewhere with some greenery and some yellow flowers. Get some yellow flowers from the garage, supermarket, or whatever. The star came out, and the old broken heart here. She's a bathing beauty that I can't show. And I feel like, yeah, someone's given their power away for far too long, and they're taking it back now. And they're taking it back, and they're saying affirmations such as, I am lucky, I'm such a lucky girl, why have I always been so lucky, la la la. They're trying to rewrite their past here. This is someone trying to rewrite their past. Like, she holds the book of knowledge, the book of all secrets, knowledge of the universe, right? So do you. We all do. It's just accessing that, you know? Sorry, excuse me. There's a hair on my lip gloss. It could be a cat hair. No! I think I imagined it, you know? There's nothing there. I've got this lip balm. It's like sort of a chocolate scented. It's lovely. So yeah, the energy that I was picking up on isn't showing up here, except for the fact that somebody was giving away their power and it wasn't good for them. Chopped up. Perhaps they got chopped up, like I was talking about. People mutilating themselves in the name of fake love. So what sort of a lover have you got if you can't show yourself naked in front of them? That's got to crumble down. You don't have to chop yourself up. Like, ladies, if your man is a porn addict and wants a designer labia, then you need to tell him that he needs to fix himself up, not the other way around. Like, there's nothing wrong with you. You're perfect as you are. You're actually the star, and this is your reality. Please like and subscribe if you're watching this back on YouTube. If you don't subscribe, then I won't be able to get to 1,000 and go live. If you do, then I can. This is a live Instagram, so... King of Wands. I'm just going to take from the bottom now. We've got the King of Wands, the Moon. So, yeah, we're talking about awesome freaking energy. You've got to do things a little bit out of the ordinary. The King of Wands is here, and the Moon, and the 8 of Pentacles, and the 9 of Cups. I can show all of them. It's like you're taking your power back, and I think there's a lot of regret. You've been in regret, but you've realised that there's no such thing now. It's like this Hangman here. You've been in a state of like worrying what you did wrong and all of that for such a long time, and it's really time now to just like break free of that and realise it wasn't all you. You're not. It's so difficult to explain. You are the god of your reality and you are doing it all, but not consciously. It isn't your fault. What traumas were passed on to you, or passed on to people that passed on to you, blah, blah, blah. For generations, you know. You're the one here cutting generational cycles, and you're the brave one. You're the one who understands about putting yourself on the pedestal now. And it doesn't matter if you've just realised that, or you've realised that. After, I feel like you did know that. You once had it all, and then you start to give your power away and come off your mental diet. Yes, that's what I was thinking earlier today. It's about coming off your mental diet and getting back on your mental diet. That's what it is. That's what today's energy is about. Hey, it's the full moon today. Full moon in Sagittarius or Scorpio, whether you're Vedic or tropical. King of Wands and the moon are right here. So this is saying a Sagittarius moon. That's what that says. He can be Aries, but let's go with tropical. Let's go with it. I'm Sagittarius and Scorpio Vedic. But I relate hard to Sagittarius. I believe more in the tropical side at the moment in my life, but I entertain Vedic information. Okay, so that's like exactly what I wrote down from the flowers and the other room that I did earlier. Gateway opening, crossroads and options, possible options in love, I said. So that's really emotional, the moon. It's a really emotional card. If you see the little scorpion down here, he's suggesting creeping out of Scorpio. Oh, yeah, coming out of Scorpio, going into Sagittarius energy, which is uncovering what is hidden. The way the Page of Cups is here, he isn't a Sagittarius, but he's kind of weird and different, does things differently. So he would understand. We'd probably get on. I like him. He brings a cup of love, but it's very, very much so like in a roundabout way. He does things differently, but creative, very creative. This is a man energy, a male masculine energy, and this could be either anyone he, she, they, or what have you. So I feel like this is someone, I feel like that's the same person. This could represent you coming out of star energy, being this creative Sagittarius / Piscean kind of combination energy. Don't have to be those signs, but what I'm saying is it's about doing things differently. He's got a fish and he's got a lizard. So it's like transformational. And yeah, I really feel like with the Page of Cups, he brings messages of love that you weren't expecting. So perhaps be expecting the unexpected during this full moon time. Full moons generally linger for about 3 days, up to 2 weeks afterwards. So the energy will be hanging around. So you can expect a weird little message, an unexpected weird message from someone. You may have already had that happen to you. Interesting. So yeah, very interesting. It's got nothing to do with this reading has nothing to do with the energies I was picking up earlier, except for that 3 of Hearts and the Star. So it's about building yourself back up from past regrets, things you've done to yourself, forgiving yourself for things you've done to yourself. That's strength. And the 5 of Cups. Stop thinking about, worrying about spilt milk, things that have happened in the past, and notice what's going on around you instead. Like, your mental diet's so good. Now you're such a good manifester that now you can start watching the news again. Something like that. But look around, because I'm sorry about that. Nice ceiling shot for you. We'll put it back together. Look around, because I was trying to move the light, but I will stop doing that because it's not helping anyone. There's someone drowning in the water there. That's what I'm trying to show you. Could you see that? It's like, help me. And this guy's just crying over the cups that have fallen over. It could be saving someone's life. So, with strength, walk up to your fears and they will disappear. And face up to what's around you. Stop crying over spilt milk. Stop wallowing, basically. It's what the spirit wants to say. After that little calamity. Sorry, that fell on the floor. I hope you're still with me. And I'm giving you good information. Because what I'm getting here is that you need to hold on to your strength. You are the eternal lion tamer, which is what I call her. The eternal lion tamer. You could be a neurodiverse person yourself, or perhaps somebody with neurodiverse kids that you have to take care of and be strong for. Like a lioness. This is the Empress, the mother, who's like a lioness for her pups, for her cubs. I only said that about neurodiversity, autism, or whatever, because the little infinity symbol, the infinite lion tamer, has been adopted. Little rainbow coloured infinity symbol is the autism symbol. So, I'm wondering if you need to help someone around you that perhaps isn't as capable as you, or is differently capable to you. Maybe help them understand. You might be someone who needs to get help with your homework or something because you just don't understand it, and people need to understand that you're different, you think differently, you're never going to think the way they do. And they're going to have to think differently in order to accommodate you. I'm sorry, but they are. Like, they accommodate in madness in this world. And stuff like, neurodiversity needs to be, we're here to teach you all to be more sensitive and stuff like that. Everyone's so loud and selfish. And that's the way we see the world. Everyone is so loud and selfish. Ace of Pentacles. Look at that. So, if you stop ignoring, if you start not ignoring, what? if you start paying attention to what's going on around you and you walk up to your fears and face them and they will disappear, that will bring in great opportunity. And that wanted to come out as well. You're the Magician. It's a very magical energy here, very master manifestory. I had a lot of these same cards for you guys yesterday, I think. The Ace of Pentacles and the Magician. I'm sure we're here yesterday. Ten of Cups is leaping out. So that's the ultimate celebration. This actual deck shows the family or the clan or the friend group, whatever they are. There's even a little white cat there. I've got white cats. So they're chilling out after the celebration. What I notice here mainly is the little stars in the sky. And the stars on the star card. All the little stars there. It's like she came out relatively towards the beginning of the reading, and now that bathing beauty, bathing in her own self-love, is now experiencing the rite of celebration with the people that she's manifested or that already loved and cared about her. And that's the end, that's the conclusion. That's a 10, that's the end. That's the conclusion. So, I mean, the main thing about this reading, really, was like, oh, excuse me, I need to, like, swallow. Blah, 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 blah. King of Wands, we've got the Page of Cups and the Moon here. So these ones that I talked about here, that's the gateway opening if you pay attention to your creative ideas and energy, messages that come in regarding your creativity, or little projects you can do with people. These are things you've probably written down in the past if you've scripted, if you do scripting. Things you've scripted for in the past are coming through now. That's what this King of Wands and this Moon here doing. And that's right now. That's this full moon. That's right now for the next 3 days to 2 weeks. Then it's like your ship is coming in. Your creative ship. Stuff you scripted for. Including this Ace of Pentacles. Including this Nine of Cups. That's the card of wish fulfillment. And that's the card of big money opportunities. This is because you've been doing something daily and getting better and better at it. Now it could be scripting, visualizing, or actual work, building up to a big opportunity in money. So, a little warning on the bottom here. It is a Capricornic system, toxins, adverts, trying to pull you down and chain you up. There's always choice. I'm going to leave it there because the readings are getting so similar. Oh, now it was the truth. Okay, look, this is the truth. Spirit's not going to give me anything new for the collective until there's something new for the collective. This was a very similar message to yesterday's. Not really, but in fact it was completely different, but a lot of the same cards came out, which is very peculiar. We're doing our Dream Dictionary these days. It's a bit different. I might start getting the letter tiles out again. I might take you back into my original tarot office, my actual room. I started doing it in here because that's my garden right there. And for me, it's a nice area to sit. I know it's not as nice a view for you guys as the cute table with all the crystals on it. You can see my face and my records. There we go. Big vinyl. I used to be a DJ. What are we looking at? You know, let's do the sun. It keeps coming out. Oh, I didn't tell you guys. I had nightmares last night. I should have actually been using this. It wasn't even like that bad a dream. But it was really, really weird. I'll tell you at the end, so you can jump off if you don't want to know. I'll talk about this right now. So we're looking at the sun. Oh, stars. Should we do stars instead? Because we got the star. And I was talking about the stars on the Ten of Cups there. So let's read the stars. The planets, stars, and constellations have been considered good luck omens since the earliest times. Dreaming of them represents your wish to guide your own fortune, hence wishing upon a star. In general, they suggest exciting new opportunities, as long as you possess the necessary self-belief. So that's all. That's literally what the star card is about. And wish fulfilled here. It's about your own self-belief, putting yourself back on that pedestal, making sure that you're the one. You're the one. You're the chosen one by you. Choose yourself. Necessary self-belief. Then you could be the star. To view the twinkling of the star on a dark night portrays a birth. Oh, that's what's going on here. Twinkling of the stars on a... It's dusk. It's like the after party. It's night. To view the twinkling of the star on a dark night portrays a birth, either physical or symbolic. I mean, the Empress didn't come out, but that is the Empress depicted. She comes out again on there. Sorry, where was I? To view the twinkling of the star on a dark night, symbolic birth. While to imagine a 5-pointed star was once thought to be the sign of great wisdom, dream stars can also represent intuition and insight. The pole star aids navigation and may act as a symbolic guide to the unconscious. That's really weird. My dream last night featured Poland, partly. Pole star, something to do with it, but it's weird for me to see that. The pole star aids navigation and may act as a symbolic guide to the unconscious. The shooting star or meteorite can suggest a flash of inspiration or a memory of someone in the past or someone dead. That also happened in my dream last night. What the fuck is going on? As many cultures believe that human spirits manifest themselves as stars. On the other hand, you might want to consider whether your dream star symbolised your ambitions, hopes and dreams in some way. Nebulas are the birthplace of stars, so if you saw one through a telescope, you're celebrating birth of some kind, a new beginning or breakthrough in the waking world. Wow, that's wild, because I'm always talking about the reason I do tarot is because I understand that there is only the moment, and the moment is all we have, and that's how come you can see into the past, the future, because that's all there is right now. It's all happening right now. It's already happened, and we haven't been born yet we're already dead. Just like stars. We're also made of stardust. So anyway, let's keep going. Are you celebrating a breakthrough? This is a new kind of beginning, a breakthrough in the waking world. The star is a symbol of success or aspiration in modern life. The star is a shape that is widely used to represent a variety of tangible and intangible things. Stars are used to decorate birthday presents and are seen on balloons and cards, congratulating us for success. You're a star! The star is used as a symbol to represent law enforcement agencies and is used on lapels for high military rank. We'll brush that aside. No one wanted to read that. Most religions look above to the divine, and stars seem to be sprinkled along the path to higher consciousness. This is why you're the star, because there's nothing outside of yourself, and everything else is just fooey and hooey, and dreams are actually just your subconscious making sense of the day. I don't know why I'm singing this way. Maybe I'm a real old Disney princess. Most religions look above the divine. Oh, it talks about a pentagram, a 5-pointed star. That is written or drawn. It's called a pentagram. And we've gone full circle. Right back to the beginning of my reading. This is really weird. I'm so glad I've started doing this at the end of the readings. The synchronicities are just boo, 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 boo. While the same star enclosed by a circle is called a pentacle. Thanks. This symbol has been used in many religions for centuries, such as Judaism and Christianity, as well as in pagan and Wicca belief. Well, I'm a Jewish pagan Christian. No, I'm none of those things. Have I tried all of those things? Maybe. Yeah. I've tried Wicca, but then I soon realised that you don't need any of the tools. You can do it all without all that spellcraft stuff. Just your mind. You believe in your rock. You believe in your own damn self. we've put that thing there and there and there. The ritual is for you. I worked that out a long time ago. Religion is all just organised. Don't get me started. The 5 points of the star represent the 4 elements in the divine: earth, air, fire, water, and spirit. The suit of pentacles in tarot. There's your pentacle. We're talking about the star, and it brings out my pentacle. Now it starts talking about tarot. How dare you? I do tarot. You Teresa Chung, stick to your dreams. I also do translating dreams, but that's another story. If you dream of a star, you may be mapping out your success. A 5-pointed star or pentagram suggests harmony between mind, body, and spirit. In magical tradition, it is a symbol of protection, and when depicted pointing up, it represents goodness. The Star of David means the harmonious whole, the reconciliation of opposites. Now that's a bit like when my bits were all coming apart from the pentagram when I did that flower bit at the beginning, wasn't it? It's about union, coming back together. I was like sheeple, splintering away from the groups and the patterns as it being a good thing. Here it's talking about the Jewish Star of David representing the reconciliation of opposites into a harmonious whole. Hey, did you see that? That's exactly what the yin and yang's about. Kind of. Sometimes called the Seal of Solomon. I've got a little coin in there. It's from 1286. The year. Think how old that is. I can't do maths. You think how old that is. The creator's, the Seal of Solomon in Kabbalistic magic belief, and sometimes the creator's star, because it has 6 points, which can be equated to the 6 days which God created the world, according to Judeo-Christian tradition. The hexagram is better known as the Star of David. It is a geometric figure which symbolises the union and development of physical, social, and spiritual elements of your life. Basically, that covered everything I already said. It keeps doing that. Something about symbolism in dreams and symbolism in tarot being exactly the same thing that I've subtly tapped into there. So I'm going to tell you about my dream now, and it wasn't that interesting. So if you want to go, please like and subscribe. I love you guys. And every subscribe helps me because I just want to go live on here. So if you can do that for me, even if you don't even like it, feeling kind, just please sub. Because if I get up to 1,000, then I can go live on YouTube, not just on Instagram. So I had a dream last night, which was about... It was kind of a nightmare. I was clinging on to one of my cats the whole time. I was like clinging onto this cat the whole time. What the fuck? And I was travelling with these 3 other people, that I didn't really know. And at one point, I was supposed to go and see my boyfriend in Poland. I don't have a boyfriend, and I've never been to Poland. I've never been out with a Polish guy. I don't know what that was about. So I was meant to go and see my boyfriend in Poland. But I'd lost my phone, so I was travelling with these 3 other people, and somehow we ended up going to Liverpool instead, and I was like, I'll go and see my granddad instead. And this is the weird thing, my granddad died about 20 years ago, right? And it's not funny. No, it was more than that. It was about 30 years ago. Holy shit. It was about 30 years ago, and I fucking loved my granddad. And the thing is that in the dream, he lived alone. He was the last surviving member of the family. Really, my nan outlived him, and she's passed over as well. So this was weird. So anyway, because I lost my phone and I couldn't contact this guy in Poland, we went to Liverpool instead of Poland. I didn't know these people I was with. I'm not sure who they were supposed to represent. But like, I was with these 3 people, and we went to Liverpool, and then I was getting really, I didn't know where, I was, in my dream, there was sudden confusion. You know how dreams mix places up and things? It was like they mixed up my grandparents' houses. This isn't interesting at all. I'm going to stop talking about it. But it was like I was in distress because I'd lost my phone again. And the weird thing is, their actual old phone number came back to me. Their real phone number. How mad is that? Well, my brain has stored that information somewhere in my subconscious. The real phone number of my nan and granddad. Who I can't call on the phone anymore. And I was just clinging onto this cat, and I was lost, and I wasn't sure what part of town I was in, or how to get to the other part of town. It was just one of those. I just looked over, and this hairband was lying there like that. What the hell? Okay, so strength's an important card for that reading. If you were here for it, I think you're a bit of an empress. With this King of Wands here, creative, the empress. Yeah, very interesting. I'm going to go and analyse my mad dream. Love you guys.